And the tropics are really busy. Right now, we're tracking 5 disturbances out there in the Atlantic Basin, 3 named storms. And the one that we're really focusing on is the disturbance in the Gulf of Mexico. That has been labeled potential tropical cyclone 9. So you're probably wondering, well, what's a potential tropical cyclone? This means it's not a tropical depression yet, but what it allows the Hurricane Center to do is since they expect this to become a storm, it allows them to issue a cone and also those tropical storm watches and warnings so everybody can be prepared in its path. So here's the latest information: 30-mile-per-hour winds with 9. This is forecasted to become Tropical Storm Harold before making landfall somewhere in South Texas tomorrow morning between Brownsville and Corpus Christi. After that, expected to push into the Rio Grande Valley, where it is expected to dissipate heading into Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Unfortunately, going to be passing well south of us, which means we won't see that much rain. Here it is on satellite this afternoon. This thing's getting its act together. You can see that increase in storms and spin on satellite. Would not be surprised at all if this made a run at hurricane status before making landfall tomorrow morning. Here's why. Look at the water temperatures, 90 degrees plus. The Gulf of Mexico near record warm. You combine that with low wind shear, and you have the ingredients in place for this to really ramp up before making landfall on Tuesday morning. Here's the future cast. You can see what I'm talking about. Has this really tightening up as it approaches the coast tomorrow morning. So I do expect this to be the strongest it will be right before it moves inland into South Texas. And this could be quite the blow for somebody between Corpus Christi and Brownsville as this pushes inland. But unfortunately for us, the rain is not going to be falling here in North Texas from this system. But tropical storm warnings, they're in effect from Brownsville up to Corpus Christi. We have watches up to Port Lavaca. That means winds of 39 miles per hour or higher will be possible tomorrow morning as this moves in. That could knock down some power, cause some issues with trees as well. And on top of that, there will be some storm surge. South Texas actually one of the most vulnerable places in the country when it comes to surge. And right now we're expecting a 1 to 3 foot rise in those water heights. Meanwhile, in the Caribbean, Tropical Storm Franklin is cranking. Big blowup of storms with this. And this is going to cause a lot of flooding problems for Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands over the next few days. Right now, 50-mile-per-hour winds, so Franklin is strengthening. It's forecast to cross over Haiti heading into Wednesday, and then eventually up into the southern Atlantic, where it is forecast to become a hurricane, could eventually become a problem for Bermuda. Other than that, the 3 systems in the deep Atlantic expected to go out to sea and pose no threat to us here in the United States. But we'll keep a close eye, though, on 9 as it moves towards Texas.